In a quiet, small village, there lived a bright-feathered rooster, whose vibrant red feathers and commanding crow made him well known among all the animals. Unlike many of his kind, this rooster had a curious soul. Whenever he grew tired of pecking at grains or wandering around the yard and garden, he would wander to the shade of the village's clay walls and listen to the conversations of pigeons, sparrows, and sometimes even the chattering crows. The pigeons would speak of distant journeys, of winds that carried them across skies unknown. The sparrows would share tales of the daily dangers they faced, especially foxes and wolves that always had their eyes on the smaller birds. The rooster, though he had never faced these predators directly, listened carefully. He wanted to understand the world beyond the courtyard and the mud walls. Every time a sparrow recounted a fox's ambush or a sudden wolf attack, the rooster's heart would beat faster. Even though he usually stayed close to the humans' houses and was rarely in real danger, knowing about these threats was both thrilling and terrifying. Slowly, his mind filled with images of the fox's red eyes and the wolf's sharp teeth. One morning, just as the sun's first rays touched the clay walls, the rooster found himself alone. The hens were in the coop, the humans had gone to the fields, and the other birds were busy with their own tasks. He enjoyed the quiet, but suddenly he felt something soft, silent, and almost invisible. When he turned his head, a fox with orange fur and a bushy tail was only a few steps away. The rooster's heart leapt in his chest, and without thinking, he flapped his wings and scrambled to the top of the nearest tree. Though roosters cannot truly fly, this little leap was enough to save his life. The fox, who seemed unsurprised by the rooster's reaction, chuckled and raised its head. "Dear rooster," the fox said, with a smooth, almost oily voice, "why do you tremble so? I mean you no harm." The rooster, panting from fear, replied from the branch above, I'd rather stay up here. I don't trust you." The fox, wearing a self-righteous smile, continued, "Oh, nonsense. I've been friends with your family for years. Remember your father? We were close friends." The rooster, still trembling, said, "My father passed away last year." The fox paused for a moment, then forced a polite smile. Yes, I didn't mean that. I am also close with your mother, with your relatives. I've been visiting your respected family for years. Come down, let's sit and talk. The world is no place for grudges or mistrust." The rooster, still hearing the conversations of the other birds echoing in his mind, was suspicious. This fox was far too friendly. He had learned that animals who were overly kind often hid something behind their words. "No, fox. I know that a rooster and a fox can never be friends. I do not trust you." The fox, sensing he might be losing the game, stamped his paw on the ground. "Perhaps you do not know. The lion of the forest has just decreed that from today, all animals must be friends. Enmities are over. Wolves no longer bother sheep. Foxes no longer chase birds. Everything has changed." The clever rooster realized that the fox's words were deceitful. He decided to play along, but in his own way. He bent slightly and looked into the distance, pretending to see something. It seems I can see someone approaching us." The fox squinted, alarmed. Who is coming?" The rooster spoke with a calm pretense. "I am not sure, but it is a four-legged creature with a long tail, moving very fast. It looks like a dog." The fox froze. His ears twitched, and his voice, once calm, became tense. "A dog? Are you sure? Dogs are always dangerous to us. I mean well." The rooster slyly continued, "Perhaps it is a fox. I cannot tell from this distance." The fox, now visibly flustered, replied hastily, No. The features you described are definitely a dog. Absolutely a dog." The rooster asked casually, "Didn't you say all animals are supposed to be friends? Then why are you afraid? Shouldn't it also be friends with you?" The fox, trapped by the contradictions in his own story, stammered, "Look, maybe this dog is new. Maybe it hasn't heard yet that friendship is now required. I have to go before it reaches here." And with that, tucking his tail between his legs, he bolted as fast as he could, leaving no time for farewells or even a backward glance. The rooster, now once again enjoying the calm atop the branch, breathed a sigh of relief. A small smile of satisfaction curled on the corner of his beak. He realized that sometimes you don't need to be stronger, you just need to be smarter. world is full of foxes whose words and false kindness hide deceit, and knowing, listening, and staying aware, as he had learned from the pigeons and sparrows, could save your life. From that day onward, the rooster became not only more cautious, but also a storyteller. He recounted his tale to the other birds, teaching them to always be alert to the shadows of deceit.